But he didn't have to. He didn't have to speak them, right? Because you knew. But he didn't want to because was he in a relationship with someone before and she heard him? He was in his 30s. Because this one hurt him pretty deep. Yeah, she hurt him pretty deep. Um, like, oh my gosh, like, how could you, you know, how, how could you expect me to love someone like you type deal? Yeah, yeah. People are mean. So that really stuck in his head. 6 months. And people fall in love within however long, that doesn't matter. But yeah, oh, okay. She, he bought her a lot, paid her rent. Um, there was a car involved. Yeah, because he bought her a car and everything. It was like to her, he was the sugar daddy. Yeah, and yeah, yeah, she was around his age. So that is why he couldn't say how he felt. Yeah. Um, okay. She she had met someone else and he kept paying for everything. And then when it came down to it, she said, "Seriously, you think I could love someone like you? You were you're just money to me." Um, you guys done a lot together. I mean, you know, yeah. Yeah, lots of laughs and jokes and everything. But it doesn't matter, hon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you guys knew what you were to each other, you know? And he wasn't going to say it because of what happened. He didn't even tell his mom and dad he loved him, though. They just knew. He didn't express it. Did he talk about his childhood? He's a very private man. What is that? Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, he was really private. No, no. You didn't have to say anything. No, 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 no. Because actually, he was with you. He was, yeah, he was with you, and but he wasn't gonna say that because then it would make it reality, and thinking that it was all gonna happen all over again. Um, like in the 8 months, like 8 months. Um, it, he knew, but okay, hold on. He knew, but didn't. Okay, he was just scared. I'm scared of love. That's all I can say. Because I can feel his. But okay, listen to this. He would go home and sit and think, could this be real? No, it's not. He didn't see himself as worthy of anything. And that stemmed from his childhood as well with his parents. And I don't know. Okay, I'm not getting that he told his parents about you because they were not very kind parents. You always do, though. You always do. But I don't think his parents were very loving, you know, very stern, very, especially his mom, very stern. Like if he made a mistake, even when he was young, just the word stung. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't know how to express anything because he was scared to open his mouth. Mhm. No. Maybe maybe if he was younger, he would have believed it. But he didn't think yeah, he didn't think he was worthy of any kind of love. Mom was very stern. Okay, there was there it was love but a different way. It wasn't emotional. You know what I mean? It wasn't the emotion, um, the physical, I guess, the physical as well. There was not really hugs or yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, but you knew. Like with your mom, you knew. And unspoken words. You something about about a movie. Going to the show. Yeah, I'm trying to. It wasn't a horror movie. It, he liked pleasing. He was a people person. But this wasn't really. It was. He's showing me something else, and it's not a it's not a real horror movie. I guess. Okay. There was one point that he looked over at you, and real and you knew, you felt it at that moment. But it was something about that time. Maybe it was the first he realized it. Oh, it's not that he realized it, but it's when he really felt it. It's like she really does care. This isn't, this isn't, um, it was real. And it scared him. Yeah. Um, he thought you was just being nice because you thought he was lonely at first. Yeah. And he knew in the like the first 8 months that there was feelings, but hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Because whoever this girl was started with an L. Yeah, yeah. Linda, did you hear what I just said? Yeah. Um, 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 oh, that'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Yeah, he knew. He, and he's sorry that it wasn't your fault that this happened, but it does. It left him broken and scared. You didn't call him? No, he wasn't. It's like you just left. Yeah, he thought you just left. Um, why didn't you go over there? You should have. You would have never done that. And he couldn't give it to you. He thought he was too old for you. Because he liked the conversations that you had, because you didn't seem like you were that much younger. Somebody was telling him, do you really think she could love? Yeah. Did he tell you his sister and him didn't get along that great? She was kind of mean to him. Um, so hold on. Your mom, You know how your mom was, and you thought the world of her, right? And you wouldn't say anything bad against her. Yeah. No, because you pretend like everything's great. Mm. Um, you've excuse me, you've heard people turn around and in that situation with the age gap and everything, you've heard people say that's disgusting, right? Because that's what he was hearing. Yeah. But no, that's what they were telling him. Yeah. And that was for his sister was saying that's disgusting. Yeah, yeah, do. Wouldn't want to hear what she's got to say, he said. Uh-uh. He got a lot of backlash from it. Mm-hmm. He did. He had it. I mean, no, it wasn't. Very private. No, no, nobody's ever done the things that you did. You know, nobody ever done that. Um, no, no, not to the not what you wanted. Like you said, he was a very private person. He said if he would have met you when he was younger, it would have all been different. Yeah. And he said, stop dwelling on things. He said, you got to start living your life. Look how he lived, he said. Look what he went through. And now you're doing the same thing. You're doing the same exact thing. So you're going to live like him until someone comes along when it's you don't get okay, hold on, because you don't give anybody a chance. You don't get out. You don't meet anybody because you got out and you was working and doing something. And did he ever think he didn't ever think he would find it neither? And then you came along and it was just mind blowing. No, it wasn't too late. It was he had all that time to. I mean, okay, he had, he tried to date, but in the back of his head, were the words like the shit that we got to live with every day. And this drawing is really weird. I'm not kidding. I have no idea. We need to see Mira and everything. I have no idea. It's eyes. Look at right there. I'm not done now. What's that? Um, he said he thought he was, but it was just the money situation. He thought he was, but it was just the money situation. She was she was using that and saying the love thing and blah blah blah, and then when this other person came in, which was much older, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, and that crushed him. And it wasn't the age. It wasn't the age difference at all. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Um, it wasn't the age thing that got him. It was just how she did it, and yeah, she did him dirty, really, really bad dirty. Hmm. Was he in his 50s when you guys met, or older? Okay. That could be. Because that happened when he was in his 30s, early 30s. Oh, just turned 30s. Hmm. He still does. Yeah, he still does. Like in a past life? You guys were connected in a past life. A few times ago. Huh. Have you ever had Michelle read you past them? Yeah, yeah. You need to go outside more because you need to go outside more because there's signs, but you don't go outside because you're not looking. Okay. Do you have a porch? Do you have a fence? Hmm. There's birds. Something about the birds. Chitter chatter. I was just gonna say, have you seen a red cardinal? No, your mom's the butterflies. Well, they turn into butterflies. Yeah. Did you see one sitting on your fence? Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's the cardinal. And your mom's a butterfly. because you don't go outside. You don't have to. They don't always do that, hon. No. You didn't do that before when you went to, yeah. So don't expect it now. You know what I mean? Just, I know, um, did you buy him anything? You know, like Christmas gift? Yeah. It meant a lot. Showed she cared. She really did care. I was just scared. Yeah. He said he doesn't want you to be him. Yeah, he does. I think he doesn't. Don't think he doesn't. He does. And that's why he doesn't like the situation that that's the only one you hang out with, and um because you're not giving yourself a chance anymore because you think that was he was the one and only, and you deserve to be happy. He doesn't want you to be him. He had it, and then it was gone. He'll be waiting, hon. Excuse me. Um, you just got to stop living in the past. Like he said it's easier said than done. He can say that now. Stop being so scared of everything. Mhm. He said, stop it. He said, you're a beautiful person inside and out. I don't see it though. He wanted to tell you several times that you were such a beautiful person. And he appreciated you for being his um he wants to say friend, but it was more than a friend. He said, go live, don't be me. Don't be scared of everything that moves, and stop thinking that there's not love out there. And because there is, and you showed it. You proved him wrong. Said get out and start doing things. Stop being so scared of being around people that really care for you and want to be around you, instead of just you hanging out with you know who. No, you feel like um, your brother's your safety net. That's all you have. And it's not. It's not all you have. I know, babe. I know. I do know. Been there, done that one. Family's not okay. He said family's not always blood. He said get out and have fun. Not being by yourself. Get out and enjoy life. Have fun with friends. They're. I know. Me neither. But he said get out and meet them. It's scary, isn't it? I see. I don't. I. Yeah. Yeah. See. Okay. I'm so excited about meeting everybody, but when it comes down to it, am I going to be able to? You know what? I will make myself do it. I will. Somehow, some way, I will push through it and make myself, because life is short. Life is so fucking short. You don't know. You don't know from one minute to the next. And look at him. I mean, that's a very lonely man because of him not believing in what was in front of his face and him hearing the voices in his head and saying he wasn't worthy and the laughter that he does now. He does now, and it's too late. It's too late for him, he said. He did, but he sat and he thought. Once he was inside his house, it was very quiet and very lonely, and he'd sit and think. And do you know how many times he wanted to say it, but he couldn't? What would have happened if he said it out loud? Would he had been laughed at? Would he have been ridiculed for, the age difference? Look at people, look at his point of view, and but he enjoyed talking to other people as well. He was a hermit, but he enjoyed visiting. He did fantasize about what it could have been, and he was just showing me cooking and um, but the ridicule, and the not believing and from his own family as well. Somebody said, I think it was his sister, what, she got daddy issues, you know? Yeah, she asked if you had daddy issues. No, it wouldn't have, because all the shit that was in his head. No, no, no. but he's gone now, and it's nobody's business. The thing about it is you're not living. Yeah. But it's like he said it's like you died with him. And that's not what he wanted. I mean, um that was okay. That was his fear because he was so much older, and oh, you were full of life. You did make him feel you made him feel younger. You did make him feel younger. But he knew. And he didn't want you to be alone, and you are anyhow. Yeah. Did he pass in 22? Wow, he didn't even have a funeral. Yeah. Mm-mm. He didn't have anything. No. Say that again. He wasn't buried with his dad. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't buried with his dad. I don't know. Yeah, he was not buried with his dad. No, he stayed at the funeral home before they did it. Yeah. So his nephew, something to do with the nephew. They got everything. Yeah. Mm. The nephew went to college. Yeah. Wait a minute. No, no, absolutely not. No, hold on. He wasn't there for a year. I have no idea, but yeah, yeah, and that's how we felt too. Did they say how he passed? Did he pass from the heart? Did he have a heart attack? A major, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it was um I mean, he did feel it, but it was quick. It was really quick. In a chair. Yeah. He had a brown chair. Um, 2 to 3 days. 2 days. 2 days. Um, and it was his nephew. His nephew called and didn't answer the phone. He in his 70s when he passed. Yeah, he was watching TV and eating. It's about, I don't think he did. Did he ever have a cat? Mm-mm. I think his sister did. Yeah, okay. I think his nephew had the dog. Like a boxer. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just got a name and it went away. Phew, quick. Wow. Yeah. His big thing is he wants you to start living again. And if you would get outside more, you wouldn't feel like you were trapped. Because you feel like you're trapped. Yeah. Friends. Yeah, it's friends that you need. When we do this, you have to come with us. If I can do it, you and me will be the only ones saying no. Why can't you go oh, excuse me, why can't you go visit your dad? No. Oh, I know. You need to change your mindset, hon. Like we all have to on the spiritual journey. It, you have to change your mindset and realize that um, yeah, this was 7 years. This was no, yeah, it was 7 years of hell for real. And there's days that I'll go back, and then I do. I have to bring myself out of it. It sucks. Squirrel, hi. It does, but you have to realize that you can do it. See, okay, babe, you because you're putting that in your head. You're saying if I do this, then I'm going to have a panic attack. You're already self sabotaging yourself, just like I did. And okay, and I still do because if I don't like going out, but I have to make myself go out because and coming out here, I have to make myself come out anymore because of the security. It's the security of my house. And once I'm outside, sometimes I'll get that, eh, like the world's closing in on me, and I I'll go back inside. See, okay, I used to have the worst panic attacks ever, and I'm not. You could talk to my son because I had an Elmo doll, and I don't even know where I got it, but I would sit on my bed and just, you know how they hit, and I would sit and rock. And him being, I mean, he was young, and I feel bad because he would talk me out of it. And good God, what do I have on as a filter? I didn't think I had one on. Look at my lips. But he would. I got to get this off. I look like I've got these huge lips. Um, and so I mean, the panic attacks were fucking horrible. They were, and the anxiety was even worse. So I tried taking something for anxiety, and it wasn't me. I couldn't do it. And then I worked an hour away from home in Montana, and I worked at a casino, so I'd go to work from 5 to 3 o'clock in the morning. I would have to call, and I had a um, Fiero. It's just a two-seater car, and I'm telling you what, I would call home, and there'd be times that I would have a panic attack, thinking somebody was in the car with me, and it was horrible. I don't even know how I changed everything because um, it's just, I don't know, honest to God, because I didn't like the way I was living, or I don't know. But one day I was made my mind up. I was not going to do this anymore. I locked myself in my house for 3 months, did not open the curtains or nothing, which that's horrible because you get depressed. And I just started living again. And since my awakening, I don't have the panic attacks or anything. Once in a while, I get nervous, but nothing like I used to. Um, I just like being alone. But here, I love being on TikTok with all you guys, and but as far as being around people, no, I don't. Not at all. So if I can do it, you can. We have a whole year to do this. Not a whole year, but you know. Go on. Hi, how are you? You do. Yeah. But that if that helps you, which she is, and you know that, you know, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah. But they spirit, they can go anywhere. For real. No, 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 no. No. Yeah. No. No, he just wasn't much of a talker, was he? He was very quiet. Yeah. Yeah. His past. Yeah. Sometimes we, as people, that's what we want. So we put that in our mind, you know, for real. We do. You don't want to put, you don't want to put, yeah, you don't want to put, well, this is a piece of shit dad, or, you're gonna, best mom ever, or sister, or whatever. You know, yeah, with my sister, I would put the best sister ever because she could be when she wanted to be. She was the girl, yeah, yeah. Respect. Yeah, because I heard red cardinals. So yeah, you wouldn't have to be old fashioned, hon. Uh-huh. That's funny that I didn't mention it, but yeah, awesome. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, yep. Oh goodness. Oh, always, hon. Always. Boy, this is like, yeah. They show signs, but yeah, they're always there. Hmm. Don't, you know what? Don't, um, don't push it because then because in your mind you're saying, I'm not going to feel it. It's not going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. Don't, don't look for it. You know what I mean? And it's hard not to, but don't look for it. Your mom. Your grandma. Did you did your mom giggle? Okay. Because she does. She yanks on your hair and then giggles. Did she not date after her and your dad? Did they split up? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, she said she was very nice looking. She had them all. Hmm. Yep, and started living again. Yeah, that's what you need to do. It's your safety net. Hmm. Yeah, and it's not a good thing to live in a sad world. It's not. Mm. No. Yeah, no, Yeah. Yeah. Well, hon, it is 4:15. It's 5:15 your time. And I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm going to leave you my number, though, because I'm just going to go in there. I'm not tired. But I got to get, yeah, I got to get in there. But if you're on, I'll message you when I get back in there. Alrighty? I appreciate you too. And I just love you. After 6 year time? John, where are you at? Yeah, he's way East Coast. Are you like New York? New York's 2 hours away. Georgia. Georgia? Well, we're down south. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. But I'll probably be on tonight because what is tonight? Wednesday? Yeah. Because I want to work on this piece because I'm really stumped about it. Probably end up tearing it up like I do everything else because I wasn't happy with it. One. Somewhat, yeah. I have a lot of different things because I make angels and um, uh, trees. I make all kinds of stuff. Um, Dwan needs to come on and do readings tonight with us. Mr. Lee. I know. Hey, we did that in Helen's Circle, and it was amazing. It was cool. It really was. Okay. And I got to figure out how to get rid of this stupid filter because it looks like I got these big lips. But like they suck like that, whatever. I know. Can't believe we stayed up till 4 o'clock. No. Okay, everyone. Thanks for coming in. And I'll be back tomorrow night. So, to get things done. I'll holler at you though. We can go on and visit. Yeah. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Love you, hon. I'll talk to you later. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye, hon.